Matatu industry is very demonic. Some use witchcraft, some use snakes, some use every manner of demonic power to run their matatu industry. That is why sometimes you will go, basi imeanguka, watu wamekufa 30, but there's no blood. If you look at the entire structure, architectural structure of the vehicle itself, and the drawings in that car, they speak of things that are demonic. The skeletons.
How?
Why would you choose skeletons?
Vizuri.
Hii picha iko kwa upande.
Yeah. Hiyo I think.
Hiyo ni ya kimungu.
Disclaimer: the opinions expressed by our esteemed guest on this show is solely their own and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Plug TV, its affiliates, or the production team. We kindly request our viewers to approach the opinions shared on this show with an open mind, considering them as individual viewpoints rather than absolute truths. We encourage you to conduct further research and engage in conversations beyond this program to form a well-rounded understanding of the topics discussed.
Mambo VP, of course, once again, due to public demand, we have brought you. Bado anasema ni political soothsayer. Anasema prophet, mwingine anasema of course ni conspiracy theorist. Hiyo ni title ambayo umebeba sana kwa muda mrefu. Conspiracy theorist. Your arguments are usually based on conspiracies, and they are not, from.
What is conspiracy?
Hebu tuelezee sasa.
Ndio nataka kwa sababu I think they have spoken to you. What is conspiracy theory?
Conspiring.
Is it bad to conspire?
Acha tuangalie, unajua
soma kwa dictionary tuone what's the meaning of conspiracy theory.
Wanasema conspiracy maana yake ni a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful.
Is my discussion harmful, or is it a secret to do something that is harmful? No. Yeah, no. People use languages. People use they speak of anything that they want to speak. Not because they are not allowed, not because they don't have a right. You got a right.
Yeah.
And whatever we say in the media, maybe in our media, social media, the YouTube, in the Facebook, in TikTok, we say them because we feel that we are entitled, because we either own the social media platforms, or the owners of the social media platform. It deems good for them to have you on their platform. So this is basically entirely, you don't say these things to make somebody happy, or just to convince somebody to become a follower, or to become something special, or to praise you. You just say your mind, which everybody has a right to say so. When you say your mind, you say your mind because you feel it is a democratic space, and it is your right to say your mind. Now, what dictates, or now where it goes, it is you or somebody else to choose either to listen or not to listen to, to believe or not to believe. But we don't say anything to be believed. We don't say anything to be listened to. We don't do anything so that somebody can just say, oh, this guy is good. We just say them because I am happy. No, when I have released whatever I'm saying today, I'll go and sleep happily, and I'll be a happy man. So whoever will listen to me or not listen to me, it won't be a big deal to me.
I hear you.
You hear me? It would be a big deal. And it will even not be a big deal to you, because people are listening, and they chose to listen to you. They chose to hear the people you are bringing on board. Let's call them in a simpler term, your customers. Because it is you who chooses. And when people demand that I come to address a particular issue, you may choose not to bring me on, or you may choose to bring me on based on your channel, what you want now and what you want tomorrow, what you want to release to the people and what you don't want to release to the people, and at what time.
Now,
yes,
due to that, of course,
yes,
over the weekend such an incident happened at KICC, and pale watu wakasema, bring Apostle Ndura Waruinge. We had a conversation, but you're already spiritualizing the entire Matatu launch. Why are you spiritualizing a mere Matatu launched by the son of the president?
Now you have come to the point. You have come to what I like most. When I speak about altars, that one fascinates me because I am good at that. God has taught me about the altars and whatever thing happens around you. As I told you sometimes back, life is spiritual. Anything that is happening anywhere, at any particular time, at any season, it has a spiritual connotation. I was in the mountain, Mount Kenya last week, but on the 7th of 7th.
I saw you.
And I'm going back there 8th of 8th. Why am I doing this 7th of 7th and the 8th of 8th and the 9th of 9? I operate with numbers. And when now you operate with numbers, you make your things work the way, because you have a belief on this number says this number says this, and this number says this. And it is like when it was Saba, it was Saba. It was 7 times 3. Because it was the 7th day of the 7th month of 25. If you add 25, that's 2 plus 5 becomes 7. That's we people, we look at numerology. That is, it's biblical. It's in the numerology. Yeah, pneumology. Pneumology is about numbers, and the numbers are biblical, are spiritual, very spiritual. The day God created the world, the day God started working until the 7th day He rested. When you look at them, they have a reason. And they have something that happens with you. Your name, like now, your name has a meaning, because your name, if you count all the numbers, maybe you are called Emmanuel. If you add what, they will come to a number. Maybe they are 9, they are 2. Like now, Ndura is Ndura. That is how many letters?
5.
5 letters. That's letter number 5, meaning I am operating on the grace. My life, my name operates on the grace. Now give that, just keep it aside, because that's not a topic for today. I'll teach you about numbers. And these people, the world, the entire world, they operate with numbers. That we will see at our one world order, they operate with the number 666. If you get to the Bible, God operates with the number 144,000 from 12 clans. Are you getting me?
I get
Those one, we are going to get deeper into them so that you may be able to understand. When I'm speaking about portals, they matter. Because when I speak about portal, like now I was in Moscow, I had visited Kremlin. Kremlin is a portal. I went to Paris. Paris is a portal. And now I went to Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is a portal. And all these portals, they speak a language. Now coming back to KICC, back about when I met you for the first time, that was our first discussion about KICC. And I told you KICC is a portal, is an altar. And you asked me, how can it be an altar? KICC, the architectural structure of KICC, it was drawn in mind of a donkey penis. So whoever that did that is a Mukamba called Mutiso who did that. And then you asked me another question. Just show us how it's a penis. The entire building.
It's actually the structure. It's clearly a donkey.
And then somebody was asking me, look at up there, that thing there, the head is not there. Then I told him, go down before, go down there. There is like another house outside there that is this way. Pick it up. ibebe tu yekelea pale juu. It completes the story. So why is this message hidden? Why was it hidden? Why did they cut the head and then the head is put down there? It's because it's a conspiracy theory. That's now the conspiracy theory comes in. And then after that, we have Mzee Jomo Kenyatta at the mid-row watching over parliament. Back is a court. The one hand is Sharia house. Another one hand is City Hall. That is another altar that speaks in this nation. Now coming to this, is boom. Mood. If you look at the entire structure, architectural structure of the vehicle itself, and the drawings in that car, they speak of things that are demonic. The skeletons. How? Why would you choose skeletons? What were the reason of each desk is, look at each chair in the car has a structure that inalete umbo la a demonic, something demonic.
Ni kiti tu hapo.
Yes, ni kiti tukatai. Lakini michoro ya kishetani kwa nini imechorwa? Yes, ni kiti. Lakini kwa nini wamechora michoro ya kishetani? Mbona wangechora michoro ya mti mugumo tree? Mbona wangechora michoro ya ng'ombe? Mbona hawakuweka michoro ya mbuzi? And these are things that we cherish most. Why put a skeleton of a human being on the seat? What's the motivation? Why? When we put a t-shirt, umechora baba hapa. Unatangaza nani?
Baba.
Ukivaa t-shirt ya Safaricom, unatangaza nani? Safaricom. So what is the advertisement here? Look at the bus. Look at the seats. Look at the decorations. The decoration, all of them are things associated with the demonic agenda.
I'm trying to look at it.
Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it nicely. You find every mchoro ambayo iko hapo imebeba sanamu za kishetani. Ama picha, michoro ya kishetani. So why put michoro ya kishetani when you're a Christian?
But ukiangalia, this is just a mere matatu?
Yes, it's a mere matatu. I'm not disputing. Si disputed kidogo. Hii inaitwa graffiti. Na graffiti, it is what the mind, ndivyo nimekuambia the KICC. When we did the KICC, whoever drew, mwenye alichora KICC, alichora, what made him sit down, think about a donkey penis? Instead of thinking of a cow, instead of thinking of a woman, instead of thinking of a man. Mbona ikafikiria tu achore aweke mchoro ya nini ya punda? What was the reason behind? The driving factor ilikuwa nini? Because inside him kuna agenda alikuwa anataka kufikishia watu. We all do the preaching we preach. Anything that we do around has a reason behind it. There is nothing that does not have a reason behind it. Any drawing, and that's why I'm telling you, life is spiritual. Any drawing of anything has a meaning. You can't sit here and start drawing a snake and putting, umeweka cobra kwa t-shirt yako. This cobra has a reason. Umeweka nyoka kwa nini kwa bagi yako, umechora bagi yako ni nyoka. That nyoka has a reason. Everything that we are in are spiritual and are altars.
Now,
look here.
I'm trying to observe this matatu. Let's start from the back of the matatu.
Who is there?
Some two ladies. Pale kuna moja anakaa tu making some weird faces. Na alafu hapo kuna an exclamation mark ya msichana ni kama anadansia mwanaume. Na alafu kuna mtu hapa anakaa kama mpigwa ya shock na stima. So what, na kuna katoto hapa chini juu ya number plate. Inakaa kama nini, kama katoto kadogo. That is art.
That is art. Pure perfect art. Pure perfect art. Ndio udraw vitu kama hizo. Ni nini ilikuingia kwa fikira zako? What is the art is an information that we send to people. Mchoro yote, anything is art. Ama graffiti is supposed to be an information, coded information. Graffiti, any form of art, any form of graffiti, it is a coded information passed over to the consumer.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, the entire, you don't need to have writings. For the people who are able to identify or to look at issues, they are able to know what is this. Why huyu mwanamke amechorwa amekaa hivi? Mbona huyu mwingine amechorwa amekaa hivi? It is a coded information that is released to the masses. Then come down, jina mood. Mbona akachagua jina mood? And why has it to be registered to become a number plate? Are you getting me?
I get you.
What is the motivation? Sasa ingia kwa viti. Angalia kwa picha zote kwenye viti hapa nyuma zote. Zimechorwa nini?
I'm trying to access the photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, nimepata hapa. Photos, naona ni emojis tu. Like
za nini?
Emojis tu zile zinakuwa kwa WhatsApp.
Yeah, za nini? Zina depict nini? Umungu ama ushetani?
I think it's just fancy emojis. Just a minute. Niangalia hapa vizuri. These are nothing but fancy emojis, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Ni emojis.
Yeah.
Hapa ndani ya simu yako kwa kila kitu kuna emojis. Na hizi emojis zote ziko na meaning.
Naona hapa ni emojis to just funny looking emojis. Yeah, zinakaa tu ziko na XS kama kwa macho.
Kuna kitu hutaki kueleza.
Nini hiyo? Niambie nione.
Wacha nikutolea pia hata mimi.
Hizi vitu zinakaa.
Hizo vitu ndio nataka uzitaje hizo.
Okay, it's just ni kama rangi inateremka hivi kwa mdomo.
Wacha hebu angalia, sijui kama utapata hii picha.
Unaweza onyeshana kwa kamera tutaiona vizuri.
Hii picha iko kwa upande.
Yeah. Hiyo I think
hiyo ni ya kimungu.
Hiyo. It's just as okay.
No, wewe tujibu tu swali. Yes, sema yes.
Hebu tuambie
ina kufundisha kuhusu Mungu ama inakufundisha kuhusu maafa fulani?
Nimeona hapa, nimeona hiyo picha. Nimeona ndio hiyo hapa kando kuna skeleton imevaa suti.
Skeleton
imevaa suti.
Skeleton imevaa suti. So what is that telling you?
It is just art.
Yes, it is art. Art is an information passed to the consumer. So what is this that is being passed to the consumer? That's number one. Wachia tu hapo, watu wafikirie, watatupatia majibu. I may be wrong, I may be right. Number two, matatu hii ilipokuwa launched, waliitoa hapo, they took it to KICC. Then they had so many young people ambao waliitwa wakuje, na ikashangiliwa, na ikafanyiwa maneno, ikafanywa nderemo nyingi sana. They had a big celebration. Then it was taken to KICC. What was the motivation behind? I don't want to mean seki tuichukue negative or positive. Just be neutral on this one. Why take it to the KICC? Yes, they will say it's marketing strategy. They will say ati ni walitaka dunia, yani ni yeye mwenyewe anapenda. So why take it to KICC? Wachia hapo tu. Hizo ni maswali nataka mwende mkijiuliza. Number two, is a son of who? Is a son of the president.
Yeah.
Now here, this is where now these things come to meet. Kumbuka Ruto the other day amesema anajenga madhabahu ya 1.2 billion. Now let's go to the book of is it 2 Kings? Chapter number 3, verses number 26 and 27. Is it true? Let me check on my Bible. 2 Kings, either 1 Kings ama 2 Kings. Hii kitabu inakuanga pande gani?
Tuanze na 2 Kings. Ulikuwa msema?
2 Kings chapter number 3.
Verse 27.
Verse 26.
Niyo tu. I think Niyo.
When the king, sikiliza, when the king of Moab saw that the battle was going against him, when the king saw that the battle was going against him, he did what? He took with him 700 swordsmen, and you know who are the swordsmen this time? There is these people that are so
very dangerous
with Subarus. Hata hapo nje nimeona Subaru mbili. Swordsmen to break through the opposite, the king of Edom, but they could not. Alijaribu kupiga, kusema marisasi watu wapigwe miguu, kusema nini, akashindikana. What happened? Verse 27. Then he took his oldest son, who was to reign in his place, and offered him for a burnt offering on the wall. He took his eldest son, who was to reign over him, and offered him a sacrifice. He offered his own son a sacrifice on the wall. He smashed that son, akakufa. And immediately, walikuwa wameshindwa vita, they started winning the battle. Are you getting the point here?
I'm getting you.
So this car is a 1.14 million
14
worthy.
million. Yeah.
14 million worthy. Is that not a sacrifice enough? Then they take it to KICC, where we have the altar of immorality. Because KICC is an altar of immorality. Because it's a sexual organ. If you go down to the parliament, if you look from the top, the parliament, it is built on a shape of a sexual organ of a woman. Just go look from the top. The aerial view. Look at the aerial view. Yes, you can go Google it. It's there. It is made on a sex organ of a woman. Then this one is made of a male sex organ of a donkey. Now, these are sexual organs embedded in the community, in the city, in the power, the altar of power that rules the nation. So KICC, it is the formation of an altar of a sexual or an immorality.
So that's an altar basically meant to spread immorality.
Yes. Then the obelisk that it's at the roundabout of railways. An obelisk, it is an altar of sex or an altar of immorality. That way, see, you go to the any obelisk down there, it is an organ of a woman. Up there is an organ of a man.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Where are you getting all this information from?
Let's go deeper now. I'm getting deeper. That is the meaning of obelisk, and go study the first obelisk were made in Egypt, then spread all over. And no single capital city in the world that does not have an obelisk in the center of power. No single capital. If you go to Paris, there is obelisk. If you go to London, obelisk. If you go to New York, there's obelisk. Any capital city or any city in the world that rules, they have an obelisk. Because what rules in the kingdom of the darkness, it is the sexual activities that are demonic oriented. That is what causes people to have. And this is, you look at way back a little bit, the LGBTQ was widely spread in Kenya, and the NGOs were funded. You saw that?
Yeah.
Powerfully funded with a lot of money that it can run a country like Kenya. One NGO had money that is equivalent to run the budget of Kenya for 1 year. Just to come and spread LGBTQ. Some were funded from Canada, others were funded from America, others were funded from Norway, others were funded from many different countries in the world. And there was an expose of that which was funded and how much was funded. So the combination and the kind of the spread of the gay, the lesbian, and now you bring it to the KICC and the obelisk, because this obelisk was built in this government. Well, this government, yes, previously the previous government was involved, but the finishing was finished by the county government of Nairobi, under the stewardship of Sakaja. So another obelisk is this in Uhuru Garden. And another obelisk, small obelisks are in Uhuru Park. And also in Uhuru Park, there's more pyramids, just like Uhuru Garden, there's some pyramids. I want to bring you up to speed to understand what is happening now. And what is working. Now, we have come out the politics. We are now not in the platform of the political arena. We are in the platform of spiritual warfare. So it is not about the politics, who knows how to do things. It's about who is able to raise an altar that can conquer the other one. And this is why you see the activities in Kenya of the Gen Zs, it is not something local, it is global, because Kenya, it is a portal, as I told you. It is a portal, and Mount Kenya is the biggest portal in the spiritual realm that controls and makes things work. Kenya, the oldest portal of power, spiritual power, is Mount Kenya. All the pharaohs, before they became pharaohs, they had to travel up to Mount Kenya and they pick the white powder that they took it back to Sudan. That is where Egypt was, and then they will become pharaohs. The 3 peaks of Mount Kenya are the pyramids. So they took the peaks and then embed on the pyramids for their rule to come. For anybody to be a ruler of the world, they normally come. Before the Pope Leo became the Pope Leo, he stayed in Mount Kenya for 3 months. You can go and go.
I actually saw him. He had visited Kenya earlier.
Before he became a Pope,
before.
He stayed in Kenya. He went to Mount Kenya. Before the Queen became the Queen, she was at the treetop. She stayed there. That is where, it is in Mount Kenya. That is where she became the Queen. And after Charles becoming the Queen, he went to visit, the first thing he did, he went to the Uhuru Garden obelisk. They went with the Ruto and they lit fire that was in a pot. Are you getting me? Now, I want you to understand the world of altars, how they operate, and where we are now, so that we can relate with this vehicle and many more. It is not only that vehicle. There are many more things that are happening that are very spiritual. The killings of the Gen Zs, it is spiritual. It is not just something you can watch. It is spiritual. The dying, and even the president announcing that they be shot on their leg. Why not on their stomach? Why not on their hands? Why not on their neck? Because the legs has a power, has a spiritual meaning. Joshua was told, mahali mguu yako itakanyaga, where your leg will step, you shall possess. What the Gen Zs are doing, they just want to walk in parliament, they did. Now they want to walk into parliament, into state house, because they have a spiritual direction towards what is happening in Kenya. So whatever is happening in Kenya, it's not ordinary. It is a manifestation of God's plan through the young people, through the Gen Z. Because the older generation, we have refused to do the will of God. So God has lifted up a generation to do the will of God. Because these children are not asking a political question. They are just asking a moral question. Nobody, if you ask them, what are you fighting for? They are not fighting for who is become the president. Look, the other day when Ruto tried to make it look like it is Kikuyus who are doing it, the whole country went and said, we are Kikuyus. Because who is this commanding these people to say so? What kind of a power is this? That whenever they try to bend these things to go left, everybody goes left with a different message. Ruto said, and the Murkomen and the team, they said, this is what? This is tribal. These are Kikuyus that are doing this. Then everybody, including Luos, they said, I am Onyango Kamau. Others said, I'm Wafula Mwangi. Everybody said that we are Kikuyus. Meaning, there is a power that is controlling Kenya. There is awakening, a spiritual awakening that is controlling Kenya, and nobody is able to control it. Baba has tried to do so. Baba has tried to do his magic, and nothing is working. I was watching another clip the other day. People in Busia, they rejected him, and they called him off. Now he has been forced now to say, it was not my agenda. It was Uhuru who requested me to go to see Ruto. Are you looking at this? Now he's trying to run away. And even he's confirming to Ruto, I am with you until 2027. The other one which I will still consider and see whether I'm going to be with you. Look at him. He's trying now to come out.